Welcome to my second video that's going to be posted on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to make a pillow form to go inside of the Ho 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 Christmas applique pillow that is actually already posted on my YouTube channel. One of the things that's great about making your own pillow form is sometimes you'll have a pillow that's an odd size and you'll want to make your own because they're hard to find at the store if it's a weird size. And the other thing is sometimes pillow forms can be kind of pricey, and this is a great way to save a little bit of money, and you can make however many pillows you want. So let's get started. The next step is figuring out the size that we need to cut out our pillow form. So using the outer shell, which is the flannel portion of the Ho 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 pillow, I'm going to measure the finished measurements of the outside pillow form. And I'm going to do it using my very cute Sock Monkey tape measure. And see the seam right here? I'm going to put my tape measure against that seam, and I'm going to measure the width of this is 32.5 inches wide, seam to seam, and 19.5 inches tall, seam to seam. So what I want to do, and I've done this for you already, is I want to cut out my muslin or any kind of light fabric. You can use cotton. Just make sure it's light if you're going to put it in a fairly light pillow. This is dark, so you could even do black if you wanted to in this pillow. And I have gone ahead and cut out this piece of muslin at exactly 32.5 by 19.5. One important thing I want you to notice, though, is that this is doubled. So my fold, I don't know if you can see that, my fold is at the bottom. So I've gone ahead and seamed this. And I took 1/4 inch seam on both sides and 1/4 inch seam up here to the notch. And I cut out a tab that we'll use when we close. Once we've stuffed the pillow form, we're going to use this tab to help close it. Whether we hand sew or whether we machine sew, the tab will make it easier for us as we prepare to close this. So the reason I made the form exactly 32.5 inches by 19.5 inches is that once you have taken your 1/4 inch seam allowance, it will fit snugly, firmly inside the outer shell of the pillow. I have turned this inside out, so the seam is on the inside, and I wanted to show you, I've notched the corners, and which means I just took my scissors and cut that corner to make this corner a little crisper. So when we turn this inside out, and I'm going to use my little point turner and poke that edge out a little bit like that, just like we did the applique pillow. So I have now pressed this, and I've pressed the tab inside, and I reinforced the seam here close to the tab because you'll see in a minute why I did that. So the next thing we need to do is fill it. So I have learned this kind of cool technique to make a pillow form look really professional. And it is this 1/2 inch flat polyfill batting. I cut out 2 pieces, about 19 by 32. We're going to stuff both of these inside our form, because the idea is once we stuff these inside there, we're going to put the loose polyfill inside here. And this will help that polyfill not be lumpy looking. So that's the thing I'm going to do next, is go ahead and put this inside. And I'll show you what this product looks like in just a second, once I get this in here. And if you cut it a little bit too big or even too small, it will still work. I cut mine a little bit too big, and then I had to go back and cut it down a little bit. And now you know why I wanted to do that 12-inch opening, because it makes it much easier to fill these 2 layers of this batting in here. And you know, when you're getting ready to put it together, because we have these little notches at the top, or these little tabs at the top, what's going to be nice is that we have a lot of fabric to work with when we're closing it. And so you can do it easily by hand or by machine. So I've got the polyfill, the flat polyfill in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill it with our fill. So the batting that I use for the loose batting is this polyfill, which is the fiber fill. This is the loose batting that we're going to stuff inside of here. And I forgot to show you this, which is the flat batting. It's about 1/2 inch, and I bought the polyfill extra loft medium large size, and then that worked perfectly, I think, for what we're going to use this for. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff this and show you what it looks like. I have stuffed this. See how nice and smooth that looks? And that's that 1/2 inch poly, that flat fill. Now you obviously can fill this however full or not that you would like, but you know, I like it nice and firm, like I said before. So I'm going to, using these tabs that I have already pressed, I'm going to take my pins. You use clips as well. And I'm just going to put a couple of pins in this so that when I go to the sewing machine, I can take a nice little seam and finish that edge easily. I don't know if you've ever worked with pillow forms before, but boy, if you get them without this notch, if you get them filled pretty full, they're pretty difficult to do a seam on the machine. So I a lot of times have done it by hand, but this is kind of a cool little trick to do it by machine, which obviously is faster for me. So I'm going to finish pinning this, and then I'm going to throw this on the sewing machine, and I'll show you the finished pillow when I'm done. So I have finished sewing the seam together, and I did this on the machine, and it's a little difficult, so just go slowly, and then make sure. I used clips instead of pins because I didn't want to get stuck, so I used clips. And if you find it challenging, the first couple of times you do this, you'll probably find it challenging. And after that, it gets a little bit easier, but you can always do it by hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our form inside of our pillow. This should fit nicely inside of the pillow. And I didn't test this ahead of time, so I'm hopeful that it will fit just fine. And it does. I'm going to zip this up and then straighten it a little bit. Get all the dog fur and the thread. Little thread, I don't have it quite in that corner very well. I don't have it very centered. So you're going to want to get that all nice and centered for you. Zip it up with your hidden zipper. And there is the finished pillow, and you made it yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please join me for future videos when I'll be making stuff for my family, for my friends, and for you. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and like for the video, and also leave comments or suggestions or questions for future projects. I'd love to hear them. Now go to your happy place and sew.